Horrific. What a disastrous start to the day. I'm truly gutted. I was feeling so positive, so upbeat. I thought Mauricio Pochettino really was working towards something special, and Chelsea were building this crux of young talent that I thought was going to propel us up the league. And Caicedo, foolishly from me, was at the epicenter of that. Of course, I knew he wasn't a Chelsea player, but it felt so in keeping with Chelsea traditions of late that we were going to make sure that we signed Caicedo. And what happens? Liverpool have agreed a British transfer record fee of 110 million. They have blown us out the water. For some reason, Chelsea were quibbling over a few million quid. And now look, I don't mind that as a principle. If that's a principle that this Chelsea board are going to employ, where we value a player and we stick true to our valuation in the way that maybe Manchester City do, then so be it. But we have overpaid for so many players, so many times under this board, and now we find a principle. Now we find the principle with a player like Caicedo. Okay, you're probably right. The Chelsea board are probably correct. Caicedo today isn't worth £110 million. That is a fact. So well done. But he will be. He most certainly will be. And he is so proven, so necessary for Chelsea. Not only is he necessary for Chelsea, but he's so necessary for Liverpool. This is exactly what Liverpool need. Liverpool's midfield was threadbare. They were all over the place. And they've managed to swoop in a very efficient way. Liverpool in the transfer market, they get quite a lot of stick. But the way that they sign players, remember when they signed Gakpo? Remember when they signed Nunes? Nunes felt like he was on his way to Manchester United. Suddenly, bang, Liverpool strike. Caicedo on his way to Chelsea. Chelsea the front runners. Chelsea have been pursuing this player for months now. And we've dithered and Liverpool have swooped in. It was so obvious that Chelsea needed to sign Caicedo. You know, we effectively demolished our midfield. The amount of players that left our midfield, good, proven Premier League, Champions League winning players, left our midfield. And, you know, you were looking at the midfield and you're kind of going, okay, it's Enzo Fernandez. Then you kind of go, okay, Conor Gallagher, you know, we can debate how good he is. Can Conor Gallagher be the player that maybe I desperately want him to be? Or does the truth lie somewhere closer to what the non-conformists towards Gallagher think? And then you're going, Connie Chukwuemeka, and suddenly you go Caicedo and it looks good. Caicedo can ease the transition away from the likes of Mason Mount, Mateo Kovacic, N'Golo Kante, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho the previous window. Maybe we can do it, because all of this talk now, Tyler Adams and Romeo Lavia, okay, fine, but it's not Caicedo, and that is so important. It really isn't Caicedo, and Chelsea have spent millions this summer on young players, and we're loaning them out. But we couldn't find the extra few million quid for a player like Caicedo, who was vital to our aspirations. Like, I was feeling so good a week ago, but an injury to Nkunku and now missing out on Caicedo, it just changes things entirely. And we've dithered, and we had the opportunity to sign the player, and we have not taken it, and we've messed up the pursuit. Look, don't get me wrong, Liverpool have overpaid. Chelsea have made a massive mistake. And Liverpool, in the definition of a mistake, have made a mistake as well, because they've overpaid. The two things can coexist. Chelsea can be wrong and Liverpool can be wrong. But Liverpool, on the scale of having to overpay, they've got it right, because they've got the player. They're linking up. What? Szoboszlai, Caicedo, McAllister. It's a good midfield. Look, don't get me wrong. The heartbeat of the midfield, the Fabinho, the lighthouse, as they call him, the Hoover, as they call him. Losing Fabinho is huge. Losing the experience and leadership qualities of Jordan Henderson is huge. But they are the cards that Liverpool have been dealt, and they've played them accordingly. They've gone out and signed Caicedo. And if you're into the finances and discussing the finances, bringing in the amount of money that they did for Fabinho and Henderson is actually very impressive. You know, 50 million quid, for over 50 million quid for those two players. You then reinvest that in the team and they go and get Caicedo. And remember, they've missed out on players recently. This time last year, Tchouaméni had basically signed for Liverpool. And it didn't go their way, and that's why they had the issues that they had last year. And then their midfield was totally reimagined. Everybody left. Keita Milner, the two I've mentioned. And they've now reacted forcefully. The only question, I guess, if you're a Liverpool fan, is if you're ready to spend the 110, should you have gone for Bellingham? Declaring yourself out of the race for Bellingham so early, maybe that doesn't make sense. Isn't it amazing that Caicedo and Rice and Enzo Fernandez, in fact, Caicedo, Rice and Enzo Fernandez have all gone for more money than Real Madrid paid for Jude Bellingham? Like, that is amazing. That really is amazing. Do you know, I just don't know what Chelsea are going to do now, really. I really don't, because I guess we'll sign Lavia. But if you are a Chelsea fan who's saying, look, this doesn't matter, we can keep rolling, you just buy Lavia instead, got to be totally frank with you, the players are not comparable. Like, Caicedo is a massive upgrade on Lavia. You know, he's so much more complete. And he's exactly what Chelsea need. Look, at the base of that midfield, if you think about, in fact, this is applicable to Liverpool as well. If you think about the base of that midfield, Caicedo there would bring out the best in Enzo Fernandez. It would elevate the entire midfield. You know, you've suddenly got Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez as your two stalwarts. And then, you know, you can look to... But this is all... Everything I'm saying would have been great for Chelsea is actually now huge for Liverpool. Liverpool have made a real statement signing here. And Chelsea's failure to wrap up a deal left the door open. It's so foolish. Really is so foolish. And now, Liverpool have managed to solve that problem. It's an incredible signing for Liverpool. And I can't sit here and pretend that he's not the exact player that Chelsea need, because he is. He will transform Liverpool's midfield. And this really is a disaster for Chelsea. How we shape up now, I honestly don't know. Can't say I'm much looking forward to Caicedo's debut, I guess. Well, no, but Caicedo playing against Chelsea. So, yeah, not a good start to the day at all. Really, really troubling. I imagine Pochettino will be furious as well, because everything that Pochettino was building towards, you could see this very interesting 4-2-3-1 formation that he plays. Caicedo would slot into that so beautifully. And it now isn't going to happen, or at least it looks like it isn't going to happen. So, yeah, a terrible day. I'm really gutted, you know. Really, genuinely gutted. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a like. If you're new around here, my name's Rory. It would be my honour if you would click that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. And please do me a favour. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm going to dive into the comments. The second this video is uploaded, I'm going to be in the comments to hear what you have to say, so we can have a back and forth in there. And we can catch up. Have a wonderful day. Disastrous start. I haven't even had a coffee yet.